So I'm going to share a poem about anxiety, which is something I'm feeling right now. And I know it's something a lot of us are feeling right now. The poem is called Anxiety's Midrash, and right now it's in 3 parts. Midrash refers to texts in conversation, or texts being, analyzed and talked about. And these are 3 poems that I felt like were all talking to themselves about anxiety, and now they're talking to each other. And now I'll read them to you. Anxiety's Midrash. On the white bedspread asking, is this sky we're in, or is it the daylight hole I drop into when I'm told I'm something different than I know myself to be? Alice suspended in brightness, chanting, I know myself to be very, very safe. Because we have to try something, you move the clock back to yesterday, the way babies learn to crawl backwards before moving ahead into the perpetual terror of progress. Before I reach for the word sapir, I submit to the ice shock. Every nerve shouts blue. My ghosts, are you glad yet? I'm here to shriek your praises. Blur of glacier, movement below. Something circles my ankle. Is it you? A fish, a bit of vine. I feel devoured. Having climbed here and lowered, gasping and struck, I succumb to lapis lazuli. I give up. I give it all up. My ghosts, am I clean enough for you? Knuckles on branches are knots until they're birds. I am childless yet a mother to my panic. I wake into morning, held precariously in the mouth of morning. I teeter and rest in the boulder field until my body knows death the way rock knows avalanche. Try with me to find a word that means the whole thing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tai Shan. I'm a singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. I worked with the poet Elaina Ellis, and in her poetry, she talks about teetering and falling, so I asked her about that, and she said she went on a solo backpacking trip and was walking through this enormous boulder field. So I wanted to tackle how a mountain breaks down into boulders, into stones in the river, and then eventually to a grain of sand by the ocean. You'll also hear me use a line of her poetry which goes, try with me to find a word that means the whole thing. Enjoy.
Try with me to find a word that means the whole thing, 'cause I wanna break it down. Stone in the stream, how long have you been tumbling, making your way out to sea? The ocean tide, ooh, grain of sand. How long has it been since you sat upon the edge of the mountainside? Ooh, teeter and fall, I scared every time that I break? 'Cause I break. Is that all life is? We're all breaking down. Gravity, you crumble my tender energy. Wear down the girl I used to see in the bathroom mirror. Ooh, I teeter and fall, I tumble and crash, thundering down in every avalanche. My edges are worn in the river's path, moving, shifting, breaking cracks from boulder to sand. How long does it take? Why am I scared every time that I break? 'Cause I break. Is that all life is? We're all breaking down.
For anyone curious as how I recorded my Jack Straw song, here is my computer, my webcam, my ring light, my reflector, and my mics. There's all my stuff down there, all my pedals and stuff like that. And then here is my backdrop. I used the Melodyne pedal as well as a TC Helicon. Take care.